It allows me to go places.
Being a photographer gives you entree to worlds that you would never have access to otherwise.
So if I wasn't a photographer, I'd easily want to be a geologist. I love rocks.
In some way, shape, or form, I have to teach people.
I get to travel, go to interesting places, and I get to meet incredible people.
My favorite thing about being a professional photographer is scamming my way into stuff for free.
The excuse to experience all these things and pretend it's work.
It opens up this whole world that I would never have thought would ever have been possible for me.
If I was not a photographer, I would totally want to work at Sesame Street. There is no other answer to that question. Sesame Street, that would be amazing.
In many of my assignments, I'm getting paid to do things that other people pay money to do.
Like, I just spent the summer swimming with whale sharks. That's amazing. And that's my job.
I wanted to be a veterinarian. And then I got to organic chemistry.
I was born a photographer. I can't do anything else.
I get to travel to exotic places. I get to witness other cultures.
Some days I wake up wherever we are photographing amazing wildlife or a beautiful sunrise, and I have to pinch myself that I'm not on holiday, that I get to live the life that I do and get paid for it.
When I have a camera with me and when I'm looking through the viewfinder, I see the world more clearly.
If I weren't a photographer, I would probably be
I'd probably be a lot less happy.
Well, I often think about this, truth be told.
If I had my druthers, I'd be a writer on The Simpsons.
Is what else am I actually good at? Stunningly good looking, so there's modeling.
You know, there's a million reasons why being a professional photographer is a really fulfilling role. But more than any cover or accolade or anything I've ever received, there was this one experience that really changed it all for me. And I was traveling halfway across the world in a remote country, and I ran into somebody at a waterfall somewhere, and they said, "Hey Chris, I came here because I saw one of your pictures and it inspired me to go."
My favorite thing about being a professional photographer is when I get to see other people enjoy the photography. That's what got me into photography in the first place.
Everything's worth it if you can really change, you know, one person's perspective in the world and open them up to something they might not have ever experienced.
I get access to people's hearts in a way that I would never be able to, but because they come to me already feeling vulnerable, I, from the very start, get to do, I feel like, healing work in a sense of showing them that the human spirit is truly beautiful, and I'm going to prove it to them when they see the photos. So that, I don't know, that is amazing. That never gets old.
I do everything I do for my family, and having the flexibility to choose my clients, to be able to travel around the world and bring my family is something that I cherish every day.
I almost wake up every single day and I pinch myself because I can't believe that I'm able to make it in a city that I would have never dreamed that I could do something creatively full-time for a living.
It's something I feel so thankful for, to have had this opportunity to do this and make a decent living at it.
It's something I do every day, and because it requires practice and craft, but it just lets me explore. And when I was younger, I would say it lets me trespass, but I try not to encourage my students to do that.
But then I also spend time with like Justin Bieber, and my niece texted me and asked me what his hair smelled like, and I didn't know what to say. But the idea that I still have that text from my niece, who's now in college, and is like, what did Justin Bieber's hair smell like? Because I was right there next to his amazing fro. That's the best part of being a photographer.